Oh, we're on.
We're on.
Everybody, if the saw in the background is too loud, let me know and I'll tell them to quit working and go home. All right? Guys are working over a little bit today. Hi, I'm Randy Jones with Incredible Tiny Homes. Let me get in the light. Is that better?
I can see you.
What's today? Tuesday?
Tuesday.
I love Tuesdays.
We're going to Tech Tuesday.
I love 2 days. 2 days.
I
I love
love 2 days.
2 days.
2 days. That's the new thing.
It's like 2 socks. Yeah. Hey, I'm 2 day on two socks on 2 day.
On 2 days.
Yeah.
Happy 2 days.
Happy 2 day, everybody.
Christine just said 2 days. TOO days. Happy 2 days.
Happy 2 day. Hey, everybody.
Hello.
Hi, and welcome to Incredible Tiny Homes, where we build homes less. Everybody said, don't say cheaper, because that means you got inferior products. How can I have inferior products? If it was inferior, it'd fall apart. It's not inferior. Ow. Everything's like a real house. Look, we got
It's a real house.
It's like a. Ooh, that's new.
You're gonna scrape your knuckles.
That's new. But we got the guys call these, this is an exhaust fan.
Oh.
If you go to Lowe's, it's an exhaust fan, okay?
You're talking very Michigan.
But here in the shop, we call these fart fans.
Oh, I hate that.
I hate it too. I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to say it.
You don't care to say it
It
at all.
was forced on me.
You're such a boy.
It was
all
forced on me.
Boys want to say that word. That
right.
and but.
But look, regular wiring. We got wiring going on in here just like you would in a regular house. This is, now look, would you call that yellow?
Yeah, of course it's yellow.
Yellow is a 12-2. It's a heavier. Ugh.
Now, what other color would you have called that?
And then you got white. See? Well, orange.
Oh, stop.
Orange is yellow.
I am not, Lord.
Hey, John.
It
And
looks
then you
like
got
mustard.
white. The white is a little less. Hey, buddy.
Hey, John.
Then you made the office look nice and pretty.
I didn't put anything where your plugs were at.
Yeah, but you put it all where I needed the wires.
I know, but you already got your wires out, and I thought you could stand in between the boxes.
Okay. Are you going to be in there in a little bit?
Yeah, what you need?
Probably.
Nothing else is going to stay out of your way, so.
No, I ain't going in there. All right, so the show tonight is not about wiring and boxes, but because I had a fit talking about a regular house.
It's not about the color yellow being.
No, but we got staples, all this stuff, and so anyway. Oh, big news! Big news from. Big news from the state of Tennessee.
Oh, really?
They are going to have the electrical inspector come here and inspect all the homes that will be going into the community.
Really?
He'll inspect a rough in final, just like a regular built home.
Oh my
So
gosh.
for now, until they pass the ordinance of or the legislation, I should say, of a tiny home legislation in the state of Tennessee, they're going to have him come here, and then we're going to pay for a rough in, a final, the whole deal.
Wow.
Right? To have the homes that goes, just the ones in the community right now.
Wow.
Big news. I thought that was awesome.
That's amazing.
And by the end of February, they hope to have the legislation passed of a tiny home certificate, I don't know what it's going to call it, licensing, like a modular home or a mobile home. They'll have a tiny home certification for the state of Tennessee.
So that's required if you go into the community?
If you go into the community, every house has to have an inspection.
Oh, okay.
Now, if the home is already built, which we've already built quite a few of the homes,
yes.
What we'll have to do is we'll have, they allowed us to have electrical engineer licensed by the state of Tennessee.
Yeah.
Will come in and inspect. He has to come and inspect the homes that are already built.
Right.
And give his signature that they're wired properly. So
I
think it's great news. And also, they're wanting to go with the third party. So once they get all this done, the state won't continue to do that. That's only for the community right now, the 68 lots. Yeah, or the beach. If we've already built some for the beach, Same thing. So any homes that we've already built that are going to be here hooked up to their grid, the state of Tennessee electrical inspector will come here and inspect them. Think about that, would you?
That's awesome.
Isn't that awesome?
That is
and
awesome.
And get this, he's only here Mondays and Wednesdays because he covers 4 counties.
Right.
And they said that they don't want to hold our production up, and they will come here on a Thursday, Friday, or even a Saturday to inspect our electrical.
Really?
They absolutely told Cherry, they said, listen, we do not want to hold you guys up, so we will go out of our way to keep you guys on schedule. That's the state of Tennessee.
That never happens.
That come right out of the capital of Nashville.
Wow.
Beautiful, man.
Great
you guys
news.
are making this happen by buying our homes.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what? It's awesome. So anyway, I'm going to show you how to do a pocket door. All right? I installed one earlier today. I didn't install this one. It's already installed, but I thought I'd just give you a brief overview of the pieces. If you've never seen inside a pocket door, that's pretty much what I want to show you. Not how we install them, but pretty much a brief overview of what a pocket door is.
Okay.
Okay, some of the pieces that you get, all right, is this track. All right, so this piece of wood and this track under here, okay, and it goes all the way over to this area. So this is this track, and this track is mounted on this little 1x, right?
Okay.
So that comes in a box, and then you get these 4, they're studs really, because you attach your wall sheeting on top of here. So you get these 4, you get 2 brackets on the floor, you get an end bracket over here, right?
Okay.
Then you get this, and this is what your door actually is hung on, okay?
Let me get a close up on that.
Yeah, that's what your door hangs on it. You're gonna say, how in the world does a door
In that one.
hang on that, right? Well, let me show you. Right here is a bag of goodies. Okay, and there's two of these right here.
All right, let me get a
All right.
look at them. Okay.
All right, so
Yep.
what happens is you mount this to the top of your door, right? And then when your door goes right here, it just clips right on that, right?
Oh.
And you pull that out, clips on that, and then the door actually hangs on it, and then you run back and you got 2 of them.
Oh, I see.
This right here. See like that?
Yeah.
That one's already almost got a clip. You can click it on there, make it stick. All right? So you get that in a pocket door. The only tricky part is just doing some measuring. So you have this opening, right? So if you have an opening, and let's see what we have right now, because they could bring this in or out however they want to frame it. Right now it's 36 inches. So if you're going to open a 36-inch, of course, door, and the door's going to disappear in the wall, you got to have 36 inches this way.
Well, that's true.
And we do, just 36.
Wow.
So this is going to be probably the biggest bathroom door we've ever had.
That's a big door.
Yeah. So what you do is you take this and you take this track and you mount it to your wall. Like this is a top plate right here. And you can see this top plate goes all the way across. And it's an interior wall. It's not a load-bearing wall. Of course, these are load-bearing, so this is a load-bearing right now going down to a joist. But this is a top plate. We'll screw this track to that top plate. We just follow it. These is really neat. Let me show you. You see that steel on the back side?
Yeah.
So your door slides inside and out. And they put this steel on here, right?
Right.
To reinforce, because this is just a little 1x. So they put this on here so it's real strong. Now so you can see it's kind of flimsy right now.
Yeah.
But when we put our T&G, our tongue and groove boards on the side and go up like that, sturdies that up, sturdies this up. Then here, your door slides inside. I don't know if you can get this, Amanda. Your door will, of course, okay, it's going to go across. It'll slide inside this slot. So we'll put a trim. So you'll have, I don't have any wood here, do I? You'll put your 3/4 trim boards on the outside, and then you run trim on the outside to hide this metal. And so you've got these holes on the side.
Yeah.
That allows you to attach whatever trim you're going to have on the outside, and then your door slides right inside there.
Like Peggy just said, so it slides real well and doesn't get caught up.
You got it.
Yeah.
Now, there's also little plastic clips here that we have. And these clips go on the floor right here, and they're a guide. It's a door guide, okay? So right here, you'll take these 2 clips and put them on the inside like this. And that bottom of that door will slide, and you can adjust these in and out depending on how wide a door you put in there.
Right.
And that keeps the door from flopping on the bottom.
I see.
Okay? It won't flop on the top because it's in a track.
Right.
So just a little neoprene.
So there's not a track on the bottom.
No track on the
No
bottom.
track on the
This is
bottom.
just a neoprene, kind of a slick guide. You can put it generally anywhere you'd like along towards the bottom, and it keeps that door from kicking out.
Yeah.
I love a pocket door because it is really, really private. Okay, so when you shut this door, there won't be a gap over here.
Right.
So you got to make the door. That's the only thing is you got to make the door big enough so it doesn't go all the way out. Got to make sure that it goes all the way in flush so it doesn't stick out here.
Right.
And that, you do a few measurements and you got it.
So, so how difficult is a pocket door compared to a regular barn door or a regular door? Which one's easier? Is it harder?
A barn door, okay, a barn door has the metal brackets, right? And it's got the track, and then you got to mount that track to a door.
Okay.
We put so many barn door tracks in, it's just really about routine, doing it as much as you could.
Yeah.
This isn't really much. It takes a little more figuring. Then you got to build the door and you got to mount it on the top. This is a little more involved.
And again, that's 36 inches, right?
Right now it is. Now we've had track pocket doors that can be 24, 20, anything, any size you like. But because this house is wider, it's allowing for a bigger door.
Now,
And that's,
and
yeah.
Melissa's asking, is the price difference between the barn door and the pocket door?
I think it is. I think we charge, about $250, $300 for this whole thing.
I can't remember.
Where a
now.
barn door, if you wanted extra or something, I can't remember. But it is a little bit more, there's a little more involved labor-wise. And also, the reason we don't use a lot of these, and I love them either way, but you have a thick wall now. You see that thick wall? Mm-hmm. Okay. This particular home has ample space. There's no need for really tight measurements on a bathroom. This bathroom is about a third of the house.
Oh, it's huge.
Normally, I have built homes where you didn't have an inch between the toilet, the shower, the washer and dryer. They had to have it tight because it had a fender and all these things. So we actually, like I've showed you before, our bathroom walls are 3/4 of an inch thick. That's all. Now we've got to put sheeting on this side, sheeting on this side. We got to trim this thing out so that it's more involved than actual barn door that would go on. But you're losing about 3 inches. So if 3 inches is going to be tight for you and you want this barn door to be out here, it might be advantageous to have a barn door than
So
this.
can you use any kind of wood for a barn door?
Now you can build your door out of anything you'd like. Inside you have 2 1/8, okay? So you have 2 1/8 of an inch inside to inside.
So as long as it
So
fits
normally a
there.
door is 1.5 inches, 1 3/4 thick. Like if you go to Lowe's, buy a regular, they got slab doors you can buy, and they're really inexpensive. You can buy a pretty red slab door for $70.
Right.
You know, and then you mount the track and everything on it, and you can just slide it open down.
So now everything comes in it's called what would you buy if you go to Lowe's?
Pocket door assembly kit.
So it's got to be the whole kit. Yeah.
It comes in a long box. Now this particular one, they usually come in a 72-inch length, and you can cut it. So today I was in a house and we had to cut it to 67 inches. No, it was 72. It was 62. We had to cut it 62, and we only wanted a 24-inch door.
Okay.
So we lost a foot. Okay, and you cut the track, cut this, and then mount these on here. But as you can see, these are mounted to this 1x, and this kit comes together. So this 1x and that track is all together. You just screw it straight up and make sure the wall's straight. You put these on there, and then these floor brackets come separate. So what you need to do is, you can see they've had a line on here and they've sanded it.
Yeah.
Is you project this 3.5-inch wall all the way across, and that's where you know to put your brackets on the floor.
Okay.
That way, when you shut your door, it's not cocked, you know? So you got to make that a straight line.
That's awesome.
But I love a pocket door.
It saves space.
Bryce, my son's building a container home.
Yeah.
He's got 2 pocket doors. He loves them because of the privacy.
And actually, the other day somebody was asking about the progress on that, and we'll probably film that when he's
I was over there
done.
today, and because we got it over at your house, and I
right.
was over there today looking at it. We were actually installing a pocket door.
Oh, good.
And he's got all the interior V-groove up, all the windows are trimmed, he's putting up the interior walls. the 2 pocket doors for the bathroom and that. And then, man, he's doing good. So hopefully by the end of February is his goal date to be done with the home. But it's looking nice. Yeah, it's
we'll
a big
get to
40-footer.
Get to see the whole thing done.
Yeah.
And something else that somebody else just brought up. Are you done with the pocket door?
I'm done with the pocket door.
Okay, because he brought up, said, you could use a salvage door.
Yeah,
Talking
you sure
about
can.
salvage, would you touch on that we had interest in the salvage stuff from yesterday?
Yeah, everybody. I had several customers call up and said, "Hey, I want the Civil War big logs that were hand hewed. Wanted them, wanted the poles, wanted the metal, wanted the what's that?
The glass?
Yeah, the big piece of glass. The big piece of glass is like 96 by I think 62. So 96 inches, which is 8 feet. 62 is better than 5 feet, and it's $1,000. So that's a wall of glass, everybody. You're talking this window right here is only 52 inches.
Yeah.
So you're talking a piece of glass. God, that's from this door all the way across and 5 feet down. All window.
Wow.
Now, they're not, however you want to do it, they're tempered glass. It's an inch thick. It's low E. It's the best insulated glass you can get. It's brand new, and I've got 10 of them. But we sold one yesterday, and also we're designing a home right now, and he said, please set aside all of your the barn wood, the hand-hewed logs, the other little poles and all that. And I'm hoping they'll give me the ability to have some creativity in that thing and really make it cool.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep. But the salvage is awesome, and I didn't get to show you all of it. We'll get more, and of course, as we build our building, we'll get it inside, and we'll categorize it. We're always shopping. You wouldn't believe the people that come by here and say, "Hey, I got this. Would you like this? Would you like that?" I love doing that stuff, And that's what I like about, we are think about it, we're a production home. We have to do production to keep our costs low for you all.
Right.
So we can be the least expensive tiny home company in the United States, still do a massive job, right? And look, we're getting a state state inspection to look at our wiring. Also, we're going to have it engineered structurally. How can you go wrong? I show you how we build them. I show you what we got in them, how it's being done, everything involved in this, right?
Oh, yeah.
How can you go wrong? And then we're $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 less than everybody in the country.
Oh, yeah.
It's revolutionary. I think 2020 is going to be massive. If the word can get out about what we're doing, which I think it is, it's getting out there a little better every day. Not only will we be busy, and I'm fine. I've got this map of how busy I want to be and how we can handle it and grow and be productive and still do a really good job, right?
Yeah.
And that's our quality of our guys. Like, we got some guys here late tonight doing some stuff. They enjoy what we're doing. It's coming on. These guys are serious. Remember, I took on about 12, 13 guys about 6 months ago? And I knew there would be that learning curve. And we've lost a few, and we've kept a few. And the ones that are here have just really took on a mindset of, you know what?
Right.
This is serious.
Yeah.
I like what I do. I like this job. It's better than almost any job they've ever had. When I get them going in the morning, they get going.
That's right.
Tom and I just police them, look at them. Hey, everything good, check their quality. They can just keep going. What an environment. If you like doing this is heaven.
Yeah.
Actually, I'd like to do a shout out, if I could, that if there's anybody in the United States, you don't have to be in Tennessee. I'm looking for about 3 very well crafted carpenters. All right. I'm even willing I'll interview them, of course, and if they can interview them and they can pass what I think is good, I may bring them in here. I'll pay for you to come here and visit. And then if it does work out and we want to hire you, I'll be willing to pay for your room and board for the first 30 days to get you settled. So if that's something, or a family member or a friend, I don't care if they're in Nevada, California, New York, Florida, somewhere like that, and you want to come here and work, we're still a raw company. But man, the energy here and what we're doing is so fantastic. And I'd really like to have about 3 just good quality people that are carpenters.
Yeah.
So if you know anybody, that was my shout out. All right. We're going to put that on Facebook too.
Yeah.
And spread it out. Any more questions?
One of the things, would you address, and that we had talked about the communities and the prairie and things like that? There were some questions about that.
There's some people asking about how the prairie will be designed, the roads, and how the lots will be laid. And I had mentioned something, I may do a circle with some homes branched out from it. I really don't know what I'm going to do yet. That idea was years ago, and it was really before I even purchased this property. See, Brad, that we were going to do my mom is 94, and my idea was, and I may do a circle out there, but it's not the whole community. It's 5, 10 lots or something like that. But I wanted to do a senior circle living. And I may or may not do this, but that was my idea. I'd put a circle with homes, about 5 homes coming off of it. My mom, maybe folks that are up in age that want to help and share with each other. You know, my mom would love to be able to come out on a porch and go visit another neighbor by just going across a deck. So almost they're all connected by a deck, almost.
But it may not be, if you do that, it may not be all of them.
Oh, well, Lord, it won't be all of them. It can't be. I don't want it to be. I mean, we got a big field out there. And how I want, it's just a field. There's no trees yet, nothing. But it's the prairie. That's why we called it the prairie, because it's grass. I'm going to allow the grass to grow up. I may plant wheat, but we'll just mow where your house is, you know, to make it look like that. We'll plant trees and stuff. But everybody, when you're on a piece of property and there's no trees, if there was a home here and a home way over here, you still see each other. You're still going to hear each other when you shut your door on your car, right? If you're 200 feet away, you're going to hear and see everything they got going on. There are not going to be any bigger lots than the forest. The forest was 60 by 60. All right, that's a big lot.
It is the big lot.
So I haven't planned it out yet, but it's a square perimeter. I do have some plans of some fixed buildings that will be over there just for aesthetics and for some use. But I love it because I have not even put my mind to it, but it is going to be a full-fledged community like the beach and the forest. Privacy will be a factor. Positioning of a home, where you're going to park, neighbors, how we're going to do that. And so it has not been solidified in how I'm going to do it.
And a 60 by 60 lot, I mean, everyone knows what trailer parks look like and have been through trailer parks. You can almost touch the other trailer.
Yeah, they're
so
20.
This is nothing but a luxury.
20 foot apart,
to have
if that.
This much room, and that was your choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yep. So we're going to make them bigger than that.
Yeah.
And because, you know why? Just because I want it to be a legacy. I want it to be something when I'm dead and gone, that this place was a really nice, well laid out community that will always, the people that live here will take pride in the fact that they've got space and they've got things that they want to do.
And the majority of the people that are coming, because we talk to them a lot and converse back and forth, this is their forever home. They're coming here to stay.
Yeah.
They're not leaving.
Yep. Pretty much. Yeah, I mean, and they're not buying the lot.
No.
And you guys know how that all works.
Exactly.
They give a deposit, and in return, I give them 2 years free rent to pay them back their deposit. So that helped me, right, get the infrastructure paid for. So we're all in this together. You're giving me, and so when you got all that, it's like you got 1,000 people, everybody gives $1, and then everybody, you know, if you get it right, manage it right, everybody benefits.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, so I have not designed it, but I did meet with the electric company on the beach.
Yes.
We mapped out where the transformers are going to go, where the water lines will be up, the stub up, everything. The only thing we haven't done is the sewer, and I'm getting with the surveyor on that so we can get that sewer laid out. And then if I get my license initiated, my builder's license initiated, then I won't know. They have a meeting January 24th. I probably won't know until sometime early February about the meeting. I've had my license twice as a licensed contractor in the state of Tennessee.
Right.
I had my resort. I was a licensed contractor for 25 years. When I lost my resort, I just let it go. I didn't want to build nothing ever again, you know. And then I got a job as a contractor again, about 100 miles north of here. And the owner of the company, I was actually working for a construction company, sent me back and I took a test again. So I've actually passed the business and law and the practical part of a builder's license in the state of Tennessee twice.
Yeah.
So because of that, and I had an electrical license, because of that, they said they may reinstate it. So I'm hoping I look good to the board So when it appears before the board, I hope I can get my license. And that way, if I do, then Cotton County, the utility board will allow me to apply for a permit so we can put in our own sewer.
I love it.
Which they want me to do that. They don't want, they would wish I could just do it all myself anyway.
Jennifer asked a really good question. I think it was. She said, "Have you done?" And this is going off topic. We're changing subjects.
Yeah.
Have you done a tiny home where the bath is on the top of the bedroom, and the bedroom's on the bottom? The whole bathroom. Have we ever done a full bathroom up top?
No, I've put a toilet up top with the bedroom. We've done that.
So we've never had a bathroom on the top.
No, and
Nobody's ever asked. It's
You know, think about this. All right, if you're going to do that, let me get this light.
What would that entail?
Well, if you look up here, because you can imagine if the bathroom is up, right?
Yeah.
Let me do this. All right. So this is the subfloor, and there's a bathroom up here. Well, you've got to have the toilet, right?
Oh, yeah.
And the water lines and all that. So the toilet is going to have just like the pipe on the floor, it's going to come down, all right, and it's going to elbow back, and then it's going to elbow down the wall.
I see.
So that toilet the pipe is 3 inches thick,
Yeah.
3.5 inches outside to outside, really. So we'd have to fur this wall out a little bit thicker to hide the plumbing, and then we'd have to box this in to where the toilet plumbing would be.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, I don't know. And then, okay, if you have a toilet up there, you got to be able to stand up in the bathroom, right?
Yeah.
Now, our bathrooms here are 80 inches tall. So if we put a shower in here, the shower is 76 inches tall. And if you step in it, you go up. So if a person is 6'2", 6'3", you're getting up here with the shower head, you got to kind of get under the shower head, right?
Yeah.
So if you have a bathroom up, that makes the floor down here, the ceiling under here is going to be about 40 inches tall. So whatever you have is about 40 inches.
I love Bernie on here. Let me tell you what Bernie just said, and I completely forgot about it, and I'm sure you did too. We have done a bathroom upstairs. Remember the California house? Remember he had the dog? He had Sugar? Oh gosh.
The California.
It had a kitchen. He's just said, didn't you do a kitchen
Wait a
upstairs?
minute.
Yes, and a bathroom
the guy with the dog, yeah, he had
with
Sugar.
a pocket door. He had Sugar. Yeah. Had the
Yep, and his loft was 50 inches underneath because he had a Craftsman and drop axle. Good job, Bernie.
Oh my God, we gotta send Bernie.
How in the world did he remember that?
Bernie, send in your information. I want to send you something for knowing that. That's a long time
for
ago.
sure. Thank you,
So
Bernie.
you send your information, your mailing address and everything. I'm gonna send you something.
That's
cool.
had 2
because
staircases, went up, kitchen,
Yes.
bathroom, everything.
Lord, I forgot his name.
Isn't that cool?
You remember his first name?
Yeah, but I can't say it, man, because
We can say his first name.
it's Jimbo.
Randy don't remember it.
Loved his dog. He had a golden doodle.
Had a golden doodle that would lick his skin.
$25,000 golden doodle. No, that dog could sit right here
Yes.
and smell him
Yes.
when his sugar level dropped under 90.
Yes.
When it was at 89, that dog would say, "Get your medicine, boy."
That's right.
Yep.
And the dog would not fool with you at all if it was working.
Didn't want to look at me.
No, you couldn't get it to come. I tried to get it to come to me. Service dog, yes.
Yes.
Lynn, yes. All right, I'm gonna
That's
send
cool.
him something. Bernie, we forgot that.
That's awesome. Yeah, I did. I've totally forgot about it.
well. So we've done more than what we thought. That's awesome.
Yep.
Cool. All
Like,
right.
and like, I can just point out a little bit like this right here. Here's your toilet flange,
Yeah.
okay? And we'll set the toilet on here. That's my foot's a pointer.
Oh.
Out here is the vent.
Okay.
So it goes out. We got it through the wall, as you can see, and goes up and out. The vent is so when you flush that thing, it doesn't suck all the air, okay?
Yeah.
Because we've got it tied into the washing machine, the shower.
Okay.
The washing machine over here. The washing machine has its own vent,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
Because there's a little more volume. There's volume in the toilet, volume in the washing machine.
Oh.
Because if you don't, that trap, this is a trap right here, okay?
That's funny. It's a trap.
It's a trap.
It's a trap.
So when your water discharges out of your washing machine,
Okay.
it goes down here, flows up and goes down, and then we tie it into a 3-inch line under the floor,
Okay.
discharges out where you go in your sewer. But if you didn't have this trap right here, I mean this vent, this is a vent. You see it's off of this, and this sucks air. So when you do, you always want water laying in that trap.
Oh, you do?
There's always water in that trap.
Oh, okay.
That prevents the stink from the sewer from coming back up in the house. So if you did not have this right here,
Yeah.
that water would just completely suck out of that trap, right? And go out, and there'd be no water in that trap, and you would smell sewer coming up in your house.
Ooh.
That's why when you have a sink, a kitchen sink,
Yes.
and I want to do a video next Tuesday, we're going to do a video of your trap under your kitchen sink and what happens if it's leaking. How do you fix it? It's real simple, but we've had people say, hey, I got a drip under my sink.
Yeah.
They're going to get hot and cold. When you use hot water to wash your dishes, sometimes that plastic will swell and shrink and swell.
Oh.
So, but I'll show you how to fix that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Any more questions?
Good. Well, that was great. And then that reminded other people. Who was it? Said Teresa said when you said golden doodle and service dog, it reminded her, so she remembers that house now.
Yeah. Oh, man, that's some loyal followers
That
there.
definitely is. Now, can you explain on that house? The downstairs was you had to bend over. Like,
Yes, like I said, it was 50 inches tall because
Yeah.
it was on a drop axle Craftsman trailer, right? And it was a Craftsman home.
Yeah.
I remember you walked in the back door, to the right was a back closet. You come in, there's 2 staircases.
Yes.
One went up this way and that way, and it was a real steep staircase because there was a bedroom up there.
It was.
I remember putting his mattress
For
up there
his son.
when we went to Indiana in a snowstorm.
Yes, right.
And then he had a kitchen and bathroom up, and then underneath the kitchen and bathroom was a bedroom and a storage room in the back of that.
Yes.
Yeah. I remember that gentleman had an off-grid water supply, and when he flushed his toilet and did all his things, he never pulled the slide valve to open the water and let it out,
Yeah.
and it backed up in his house.
Like Bernie just said, it was a reverse loft kind of.
Yep.
Yes, and he had 2 sections of it.
Yeah, I delivered that house with Matt.
I remember cleaning the windows before it left. Believe me, I shouldn't have forgot that house.
Think about that.
Yeah.
300 homes and we remember them, you know?
Yeah, and Zach.
300
did
plus.
Zach take it out there? Remember, it came back. Or
Yeah, he came back because he moved to California.
Yes, that's what it
Yep,
was.
and it was some things. He was a great guy.
Oh,
So
yeah.
ended up fixing a few things or
Ain't that something?
whatever. Oh, and he stayed here for a while in his house
Yes.
before his job opened up.
All right, here's another good question. And Sonia, I'm glad you brought this up because I'd forgotten that you all were talking about this too. Can you rent out your lot until you can get your tiny home? Once the community opens,
Yes.
can you rent out?
Hey, when the community's open, it's yours.
Okay.
You can rent that thing out for $1,000 a month. I don't
Okay.
care.
Yeah.
Whatever you can get.
So you can rent it out until
Rent
you
it.
get your tiny house.
Rent it out.
Well, you can, and you can rent it out. You don't have to put a tiny. Do you have a certain time to put a house on the lot?
No.
Okay.
You can keep it empty forever, however you want to do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and just keep resigning.
We have
or
people.
whatever.
We have people that have actually not bought, but put a deposit on a lot in the prairie
Mm-hmm.
that is not even moving here for 2 years.
Yeah.
They just want them. They said it's so rare what we're doing. They wanted in.
Yeah.
They're from Texas. They said we've looked everywhere. We want to move to Tennessee because of what you guys are doing.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And on the prairie, there's already 16, I believe, 14 or 16 already
Yep.
sold.
And there's
already leased.
18 in the beach, and that's half done.
Half of it's gone, and we've only got a waiting list on the forest.
Yeah. So that's exciting here, buddy.
Very exciting.
Once we get going over there and start showing how them homes.
Melissa wants to know to be in. Now see, listen.
Cut me off,
Listen,
cut me off.
everybody. This is what I do.
You wouldn't believe what's going on behind this camera.
Well, it's about to get worse. Whenever I take my finger like this, you stop talking.
Yeah.
You gotta finish what you're saying.
No,
I'm
I
like-
don't need to be interrupted.
Well, you just sit over and sulk. Melissa says, to be in the community, does it have to be a home built by Incredible Tiny Homes?
God, I wish
Yes.
it would.
No.
I'd like for it to be,
But
but no.
you will be made fun of if not, right?
Oh yeah, we won't have nothing to do with you. We'll just, even when we build this big lodge and everybody's sitting on the couch talking
Yeah,
about
fireplace.
ITH and everything, you'll be
They're
the,
gonna shun you.
you're gonna be the, ugh.
You're gonna be shunned. People
Yes.
may throw rocks at you. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I wouldn't move here.
Let's see. Let's see. What material, let's see, Mishka wants to know, hey Mishka, what material do you use for the walls on a container home?
Materials for the walls. On the interior, we've used PVC sheeting, we've used sheetrock, and we've used tongue and groove, but we studded out. We use regular studs, insulate it, right? Yep.
Okay. Let's see. Yes, and Melissa said, I was talking about if you rent out your lot, not my home.
Yeah, you can rent out your lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
I've actually encouraged, I think there's a couple people, excuse me, that are not going to have their home, and they're going to have other people bring their home on their lot until they get their home, like a sublet.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, what was Mishka just talking about? I done forgot. I'm awful. Oh, she was talking about the container. Is there a different price for each of the? Yes.
Yeah, there is. Yeah,
Yeah.
And it's not much. It's just a little different because of the labor really involved in it.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to show the office?
Come on, let's go.
Yeah, let's show everybody the office.
This is
Because I just
awesome.
posted some pictures right before we come on Facebook. But I'm sure everybody would like to see it, try to keep up with it. Oh, it's that way. I thought it was that over.
Got a coat on there.
Oh, you did? Yeah. It just hit it again in the morning. Did you find any paint?
Yeah, he said he found it in the house. So.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
All right.
So in the morning.
You heading out?
Yeah, here in a minute.
Do you
Okay.
need me to go to Sherwin-Williams and get more?
No, he said he had milk in there.
Okay, good.
Da-da-da. This is like, everybody, if you followed us, you've seen the cube we were in. Then we were in Cindy's Hobbit house for the longest time,
Yeah.
right? Then we were over at Inca. We have never had anything like this. And everybody, this is just built out of stuff we've had. You can see this is that deal that we got on the OSB. If you followed us,
We have had so many offices. We've been in the inventory. The inventory's been in the office with us.
yeah.
Everything.
And you're not gonna believe, but most of this stuff in here was in that 8x9 cube.
It was. It really was. Woo!
This is our corporate office, everybody.
Wow.
This is the world headquarters for incredible tiny
And we're
homes.
keeping the concrete because
We'll finish it later.
Everybody has dirty feet.
I'd like to put that marbling or something on it later when we can afford it. I did buy sheetrock, $256 of sheetrock.
Yeah.
And the reason we got all the wiring exposed is because we're growing so much, we're adding. And I wanted to make sure that when we're done, we could get an inspection on our electrical, and you can't do that if it's hidden behind the walls.
And this is where Alyssa sits.
Yeah.
Right here. This is her desk.
And that's the time clock window
Yeah,
right there
right
when the guys
there.
come in. We're keeping track of
And let me go over and show this side.
the hours we spend on each house.
There's Pam's over there. And I just want to point out that Pam's embarrassing because she has already, it's like she's been here
Look at it.
forever.
Look.
She, all organized. I mean, she had this done yesterday, okay? All organized. She even has a plant and a picture. How embarrassing. She's even got like little whatnot office things. Magnets and a candle. She's got a candle. She's so embarrassing. Well, she's a show off, what it is.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, man.
yeah. Well, I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
I'm just
And then
And then
come to the guys' domain over here.
Yes. Show where the guys are gonna go.
Look, now this is how you wire a house. You get a rolling chair and you put John in it, and he'll wire your house.
But it's too warm in here for John. I know it is. It's too hot in here.
Yeah. This is the construction office right here. This is where Tom, me, probably John, and the designer Ken will be in here drawing homes, and so this is
Look
going
at
to
the
be.
ceiling. I think it's like a work of art.
Isn't it cool?
I'm glad I can make you something to talk about.
I posted John laying on the floor putting that wall heat in. That baseboard heat.
Yep. And then this is just going to be countertops everywhere, a couple of tall filing cabinets, and then in here, let me show you in here, is a bathroom. So we'll have a bathroom on this side, and it's mostly for guests and the ladies that work here. And then over here will be a kitchen.
Yeah.
Just a small, we'll do a countertop across with a refrigerator and a stove, some cabinets. But we're going to actually put a floor in here, another ceiling, an 8-foot ceiling. So because we need storage. And we'll have more storage up inside the ceiling. We spray foamed everything so it would.
I don't think so. No, we're back home. Okay,
All right.
we're safe right
Hey, I wanted to say something before we go. This is an author that came here.
now. That is right.
And I found this, the book was in, we started moving and everything. Christopher Grayson, he came here, he visited. He's a well-known author that was,
Get a good.
he's out of Nashville, I think their home place was, and he was wanting some tiny homes. I don't know, great guy. We have not built them a home yet.
Yeah.
I'm just starting to read this book. The girl, and he has done several books.
Yes.
I mean, and they're like
For people.
very well-known author. And he came here and visited and gave us a signed copy of his book.
Sure did.
Isn't that
Yeah.
cool? Yep.
Absolutely.
So anyway,
Hold it still. Let
yeah,
me-
I haven't read it yet. I've heard it was wonderful. I think they're even making a movie of it. But he was here and he loves tiny homes. So if you want
Yeah.
to support him and what he does, I remember we found this book when we were moving, and I
Yeah.
was wanting to read it. So there you go. All right. Any more
Bishop
questions?
said I'm going to add that to my list to read.
Yeah.
Yeah. So look him up. Yeah.
Yep. And Amanda got me a book called Superhuman.
Yes.
And I've been looking into, the eating and the exercising and all this stuff and intermittent fasting and all that. Anything that gives us an edge to have more energy, take care of ourselves, be clearer, live longer, live better. So that's my hobby. So I do that on the side. When I'm not building homes or building this company, I'm usually into trying to somewhat aspire in more knowledge about nutrition, health, and stuff like that.
Right.
So anyway, if you'd like to know more about that, ask me or send an email and we'll be glad to send you some info. I'm not an authority. All I do is go on YouTube and I look at stuff.
Right.
So that's
exactly.
it. But I take it and I apply it.
But it's a lot of trial and error over
Yeah.
the years.
I had a friend, all right, that just passed away. He was 63.
Yes.
And he would smoke. He had bags of chips, root beer, sodas, everything. Type 2 diabetic. Ended up having a small tumor on his neck. He just didn't think about it, didn't take care of it. One thing led to another. He's gone.
Yeah.
I got another buddy of mine. We're all in this big group down there when we were in our early 20s in Florida. And him and his wife said, we got to do something. We want to start feeling better. So her thing was about dinner every night was bag of chips and ice cream. And they want to change. And as soon as they said, you know what, we need to change our lifestyle, he said, they got a link from me when I sent him a link of a video about autophagy and taking care of yourself. And he said, Randy, it was like we both looked at each other and said, wow, because
You can sign off here.
all right, I'm signing off.
Hang on a second. You can't.
Bye.
Okay. Okay, it's back on now. You can.
I'm signing off. I'm going by.
You can wrap it up.
You're all like, oh, he's done, he's done, he's done. Let's go eat. Turn on the TV. Netflix. Ah!
I know. I got to find something new to watch on Netflix.
Yeah. Have a great night. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you for helping us build this company.
Wait, Jennifer said, wait, what did he say when they looked at each other? Like the edge of their seat. What did they say?
We lost signal for a little bit.
Yeah. What did they say?
My friend?
Yeah.
Well, what happened was they were talking about how their health was his wife would eat a bag of chips and ice cream, right? And so when they were eating it, she said they were feeling terrible. Type 2 diabetes. He gets kidney stones every 3 months.
Ugh.
I mean, just legs has got edemas or something.
Yes, yeah.
All that going on, right?
Yeah.
And as soon as they said, we need to change our life, we want to be healthier, they got a link from me about and I didn't know that today. I'd sent them 3 or 4 other
And how
links.
old is he?
He's younger than I am.
How old is that?
50,
Ish.
56,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
57, something like that. I have had, I had surgery on my knees back when I was young, back in my 20s, and my knees always been knee replacement 15 years ago,
Right.
both of them. My knees feel amazing now, really, because they said I had arthritis. That was a little quirk, but look, if I can work all day and I can keep going. Now, I can't run a marathon. The banging on it is a little sore, but I can work. Bryce and I built the deck. He just come here. Come here. This is Bryce. Look at Bryce.
Hey, Bryce.
Tell me if that ain't a pretty boy right there. Look at him. How much weight have you lost?
About 80 now.
80 in a year.
80 pounds.
He's lost 80 pounds in
That's
a year.
amazing.
He's building the container over there.
We were just talking about the container.
Now, how long have you fasted right now? You're in your what?
I'm past 48.
Look at him.
Stop it. Yeah, I'm at 49 hours right now.
He's at 49 hours. Yep. So what we do is we'll do a 48,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, 60-hour fast every month or so. Bryce is kicking it in, but we've actually learned to go without food. I'll go 20, 24 hours all the time.
Yeah.
You wouldn't believe how different you feel. You get used to that feeling of not having a lot of food, and you don't lose muscle. None of that where everybody thought you did. I thought you did, right? He works out on an empty stomach, and it's just, so it's kind of cool what we're doing.
Oh,
You know?
yeah.
Yeah. Any questions?
They're all just like, everybody knows Bryce and they're so excited about it. Not as sluggish, more energy. Woohoo, Bryce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Yeah.
I'm about to fall asleep right now.
I know, he's got to go home. All right, everybody, have a great night. Okay. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's
Yeah.
Wednesday. Wednesday is Wild Wednesday.
Well, we'll do something. We'll do something. We'll figure something out.
Wild Wednesday. All right, have a great night. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Yeah, let's go out of here. Let me get my